Okay. Okay. So I want to talk about the other two, the format of exercise number 2 and exercise number 3, because once we have done all the formats, you will see that each chapter is absolutely the same. I mean, the format of the exercise is always the same. So exercise 2 is word derivation, and here basically once you have studied prefixes, suffixes, and combining forms and combining vowels, you will be able to form words by the English, starting from the English definition. Okay, so for example, let's take number 6 of exercise 2 at page 13. Okay, you are asked to define, to give the name for membrane around the earth. Okay, now you will have studied in chapter in this chapter on page 6 that around is a prefix, is the prefix peri, from the preposition peri in Greek, that means around. Okay, then on page 7 you will study that the combining form cardi means hearth. Okay, from cardia in Greek. And then you will have studied in the suffixes on page 6 that you have a suffix ending in ium, rarely in eum, that indicates a membrane, okay, a connective tissue. So in order to describe a membrane around the hearth, you will use the around prefix, the term cardi indicating the earth, and the suffix ium indicating a membrane, and you get the word pericardium. Now you will try to write pericardium, okay? Two eyes usually combine into one, okay? You either drop one or just combine them into one, so you get pericardium as a membrane around the heart. At this point, to make sure that you have done it correctly, you can use Taber's Encyclopedic Medical Dictionary, and if you have not bought the paper copy, I suggest you to buy the online one, because it also gives you the pronunciation of the words, which may be very useful. To check what it is, you write pericardium, and it will give you a description of what it is, and even if the wording is sometimes different, it should tell you that it is a membrane around the heart. Okay? Then you have exercise 3, the last kind of exercise, which is drill and review. So in the subsequent chapters you will have a lot of material also from previous chapter in exercise 3, which ask you to determine the meaning of each word. Okay, at this point you have studied the formation of several of these words, you have given you have given the term starting from the definition, so you should be able also to understand what a medical term means. Okay, obviously to understand it you need to dissect it into the different forms. So for example, let's take a word like number 14, easy. Okay, atoxic, you know that a, you already know that is the suffix the prefix indicating without. You know that tox is the combining form meaning poisonous, and you will have studied that the suffix ic indicates an adjective, okay? It's something pertaining to, okay? And can indicate either a person or a drug, okay? So it's something without, it's an adjective indicating something, something is or either a drug, medicine, or a substance, or a person affected by, but something atoxic, so without, that is not poisonous, okay? So it indicates an absence of poison. Okay, and again you can check it against the dictionary if you want, okay, once you have tried to work on it. Okay, so this is it for chapter 1. In the sense, so read very carefully the chapter, start memorizing it, and you can do it really as you prefer, in the sense that some of you will want to make flashcards, some of you will just want to start immediately the exercises, and by going back to the list every time for each word, you will start memorizing by it. I will suggest to try to memorize them a little bit before really going into the exercises. But then you shouldn't feel that you cannot go back to the book when you are stumbling on a word, okay? Because it's just, I mean, the exercises are so long, I mean, there are so many terms that it's actually, doing the exercises is part of the memorization. I mean, it's not cheating to look at the list, okay? I am adding a handout for chapter 1, for lesson 1, that may help you memorizing. You may want to print it out and use it to review. And whenever I deem it necessary, I will put handouts that condense or make a list that may be useful for you for reviewing. Okay, so I want to see how you are doing on this first day. Okay. Send me the homework according to the schedule that I described in the syllabus, so that I can correct it before the end of your day and send you feedback on the homework before you start lesson 2 tomorrow. Okay, remember that it's a really intensive course, and so whenever we finish a chapter, we have to immediately start the following chapter, so you really need to be on top of it. Okay, bye.